Okay, we do this and then probably play some
See,
chaos
with
mods.
our ARs, we're citizens. Without them, we'll be slaves. They're not assault weapons. They're sporting weapons. It's necessary to protect my family from tyrannical government.
Why do you think there are so many mass shootings?
Because that's what's on the agenda
did.
for the left. They want to take guns away from law-abiding citizens.
My guns. Mangus, 1 year. Thank you, sir. Welcome back.
Protesters pushed up against barricades, keeping them away from the NRA meeting site. It's tense. The
Big
pain of a
RPG.
national tragedy does not bridge divides here.
When was a shooter a member of the NRA? I want you to tell me. You can't, because it never happened and it never will. You're an idiot.
I believe you have the right to own a firearm, but I do not believe you should be 18 years old to be able to have an AR. When you use an AR, you're going to kill people. You don't go hunting for deer with an AR.
When the founding fathers defined freedom, they didn't think that ARs were going to be part of it.
Or black people.
Yeah.
Or people of color.
People of color.
And how about freedom? They want to talk about how we shouldn't ban guns because that's hurting our freedom. How about abortion? We're forcing women to have kids.
I see you have an Antifa flag right here. How would you describe yourself politically?
I'd say I'm a socialist. So
Gay
I believe in taxing the church.
F word,
taxing the rich.
11:30.
Abolish the police. Police are supposed to protect us in schools, right? But in Uvalde, they didn't. When I get older, old enough, 21, I'm gonna own a firearm because I don't trust police to solve my cases.
Marx said in his Communist Manifesto that we should arm the proletariat. Just arm the proletariat to ensure that they're able to defend themselves.
Well, my sign asks a pretty obvious question that I think everybody should be asking. This is the right time to have a celebration of guns right on the heels of more than a dozen kids. And
From what I understood is essentially if they were to cancel the gun convention that was planned from before the shooting, they would, basically be admitting there's a correlation, which of course they never would.
She was getting murdered a few days ago in Uvalde. This is ridiculous that we're the only country that has to deal with this. And that's what today is all about, is voicing our righteous outrage at our elected officials.
That's what this domain is all about.
Decided to celebrate guns with blood on their hands today.
This time at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas.
We've just learned the death toll is up to 19 children and 2
fucked up.
employees gunned down during their last week of school.
The shooter legally purchased 2 AR variant long guns within a week of his 18th birthday.
Insanity.
Dude up there is tossing magazines out to the crowd. Give me one.
You got it.
We're here. We're in Houston. We're at the NRA convention. I think
Holy
the mayor
shit.
asked this not to happen. The governor pulled out, but it's still going down.
Bluest Frog, 3 months. Thank you. Welcome back.
Shooting an RPG is the ultimate Vegas poker experience.
Oh.
It seems like a great idea at the time. It's really, really expensive, and it's over way too fast. An RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade. So anything that launches that, they either call an RPG for short or a rocket launcher. Within the past couple of months, Airtronic did sell off about 30 of our older models through Gunbroker. So there's a lot of these in civilian hands now. And people...
For what? What do you possibly need an RPG for? Just to blow up some fucking stack of shit in the back lot?
Are enjoying them.
Deer hunting?
Remember, American made.
This is a MR 762A1. I don't know anything about guns, so I don't know what the hell this is. I'm pretty sure this is a gun. This is a gun.
Sure looks like one.
I'm a big NRA proponent. I'm a life member. And the timing sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. This doesn't have anything there's no connection between this and what happened in Uvalde. There just isn't.
What do you think that we can do to stop mass shootings like that?
I think it goes back to the basic family. I'm 66 years old. When I was in high school, we used to take our shotguns to high school to show our coaches if we got a new shotgun. Then we'd go bird hunting after school. There was never a school shooting when I was in high school. What's different from then to now? What's changed?
What do you think changed?
It's the family. Look how many single parent families there are. Just go to Chicago. Look at the amount of crime in Chicago. I mean, they have 40, 50 gun shootings a weekend.
I guess the difference would be that, in Chicago, a lot of that violence is gang-related. We're talking about kind of lone wolf shooters walking into an elementary school with an AR-15.
It's troubled kids. I'm not a big gamer, but I've seen a lot of the video games.
Here we
There's a lot
go.
of them that are just shoot them up, blow them up. It doesn't look real.
Yeah. So how do you think we can rebuild the American family?
That's got to be done at the street level. Single parents are running 30-40% of the households. It takes 2 people to raise a kid.
Why does anybody need to have, an AR-15?
Guns have been around here since the beginning of America. So,
but back in the day, it was like muskets.
That's such a shit. I don't. That's the worst argument is to be like, well, it's always been this way. Oh, okay. Well, that settles it then. I guess we're never gonna change anything ever.
It doesn't matter. Nowhere in the Constitution that say.
What do you think about like increased background checks?
I think the background checks is adequate now.
Hey, right there, next, please, across the street.
What does this hat say? It said "We the People," I think. The Constitution.
Happened in Uvalde a few days ago.
We could have banned assault weapons 20 years ago.
The murder at Uvalde, Texas, will tell everyone that we need to have guns under control. We don't take guns away from people, but we have to have a proper background checks. That is the only way we
So
can
I don't understand.
avoid.
So the kid buys 2 ARs, and what were the prerequisites for that? To be 18? Is that it? Did he have to do anything else to be allowed to buy that?
These kind of murders of children. You
He bought one
cannot
and
say,
got
"Oh,
one
we
for
hide
free.
police."
What do you mean he bought one and got one? Like as a store deal? Buy one, get one?
Or these are mental people.
He ordered them
Apple, who
online.
said that
Yes,
there's some
Jesus.
mental problems with the United States.
Anybody.
Capitalism, baby. That's also... They should do the liquor approach we have here in Sweden, which is no deals allowed. You should never encourage someone to consume more of the product, kind of thing.
Who shoots somebody else has a mental health challenge.
To begin
what
with.
about the rest of the world? Do they have mental problems too? No, they don't, right? So that's why we are here.
It's better that the government knows that people do have ARs. Governments have killed 260 million people in the 20th century. Stalin, Mao, whatever. People say, oh, that'll never happen here. We all live in a bubble. We are the most privileged country on earth. From the homeless guys here to fucking Bill Gates. Oh, crap, where's I going with this? What was I gonna say? Okay, governments, this, that. Okay, you know who EDP is?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that caught him.
Wait, you're the guy who caught EDP?
Yeah.
So how do you think that we can prevent
Who?
mass shootings like the one that occurred a couple days ago?
The reality is, there's Salvador Ramos is out there. The reality is, there's Peyton, whatever the hell his name was, Adam Lanzas, yada yada.
EDP
People
was
will
a
be
pedo.
uncomfortable if there's teachers armed in schools.
Yeah, we need more guns around the schools.
Yo, nice glasses.
We protect our president with guns. We protect our congressmen with guns. We protect our governors with guns, our celebrities, sporting events, jewelry stores, banks. And then we protect our children with a sign that says, this is a gun-free zone.
I see that you have Rosa Parks here. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I met Rosa Parks. She's anti-abortion. She's a good friend of MLK. He's anti-abortion. He was anti-abortion. So, case closed.
I see that you have 2 Mike Lindell MyPillows attached to your belt loops on either side.
Yeah, Mike's a friend of mine. I've only met him once in person.
This guy seems well-adjusted and
he knows
sane.
what I've been doing for him.
He sounds like a good friend.
Yeah, he's a good friend, and this is a little bit more firm. And they're the best pillows I've ever had.
Which one do you prefer?
I prefer the softer one, the medium fill. The standard's a little tough on my neck.
Did you enjoy his pillows prior to his endorsement of Donald Trump?
Well, they've been around for a long time. I couldn't afford them. He cut the price in half now. Here's a tip. Don't order them through the mail because they come wrapped up with no box. Go to Walmart, get them in a box. The box is going to be worth more than the pillow.
Why?
Because it's classic. I'm
What?
going to go over to the communists.
This guy's all over the place.
That are packing guns.
Do you think it's smart to engage with them?
I screamed profanity at them and it made them angry. They can't tolerate freedom of speech, but they expect me to tolerate them threatening me.
What is your favorite piece of profanity to hurl at an Antifa BLM soldier?
Fat baby butcher bitches. Fat baby butcher bitches.
Wow.
Well, you're going to go do it again?
Yeah, I'm going to go do it again right
All right,
now.
well, I'll see you over there, man. Don't let those Antifa communist bastards take your pillows away. Godspeed, soldier. You're doing the right thing.
This fucking guy.
I had 150 of them screaming in my face on the 14th of this month. I met Rosa Parks. I don't give a fuck. You don't shit. You don't either. Look at you, dumbass, and you're proud of your stupidity. You fucking fascist piece of shit.
Hey now, hey, let's be civilized, people. What is this? Oh shit. Here comes Captain America. No, your pillows!
Do you think there's any type of common ground that could be reached?
Yeah, there's a little give. I think they could change some of the requirements to own an AR. You know, back in the old days, we didn't have the same type of weapons. So they could change the law and make it 21.
Do you think that kid should have been able to buy an AR?
I don't know. Somebody worked on the kid's brain. They worked on that one in Buffalo also. He drove 300 miles.
The fuck is that supposed to mean? What is this?
He probably could have drove
changing the
a few miles
topic.
within the city he was already in.
I guess the main difference is like the dude in Buffalo was motivated by like racial hatred, whereas it seems like the guy.
It was only racial hatred because the guy was white.
But I think he had the N-word written on the gun, and he published like a big manifesto talking about.
Abortions, you motherfuckers had.
That's what they're telling us.
Fuck
you. I don't know the facts because I hadn't seen them.
We are done with your
Right.
bullshit.
Why would
It's impossible to argue with these people. I mean, if he can just say, "Oh, I haven't seen it with my own eyes, so I don't believe it." I mean, what's the point then in even trying to have a discussion?
We are done with your bullshit.
Why would this kid put a manifesto together anyway?
Chuck Schumer didn't want us to pass laws to protect schools. He doesn't want cops in schools. He doesn't want to harden the target. He wants your kids to be killed. That's why the Democrats advocate for murdering children in the womb. They don't care about life.
God, my hangover headache is getting worse from this. It just hurts my brain.
Thing to do with it, you idiot. When did the NRA kill somebody? You're an idiot. I know who you are. Dude, what the heck? I want to talk to you. Yes.
Oh yeah, cool. So how do you feel about what's going on right now with them over there?
I don't not like them. They're human beings. I love everybody. Okay, they have souls. You're an idiot. But it's just sad because they're confused. Yeah. The problem isn't the guns. The problem is a people problem, okay? Ever since 1973, we legalized abortion. I think that was a real downfall in American
Oh my
society.
God.
We
How does
murdered
that tie into?
Why is it okay to murder children in the womb, but not okay to murder kids in school? I know this isn't your usual thing. You usually just let people talk. But I want to listen to what you think.
Well, I'm curious if you think there's any common ground that can be found between...
See, that's a very complicated thing to talk about, and I think there is room for that, okay? I think we can have mental health evaluations, and I think, what was it, Dad? What was the statistics like for the adult population?
It's about 25%. The adult population in America suffer from some form of mental illness.
Yeah.
He's got Dad backing him up with the facts.
Should be evaluated and should have help. Whenever you go into a gun store, you have to fill out a paperwork called a 4473 and say, hey, they're going to run a background check. This 4473, this document, it's a document to look at your background, okay? It's not going to know the heart of man. We need to better keep up with the health of our people because we're suffering people, okay? We have more access to hardcore porn on the internet, whittling down the psyche of humans and literally making us just sick people. You can't legislate morality and you can't tell what you are really going to do. But at the end of the day, we live in a free society and we have these rights and privileges, and that's what happens. You know, they don't have school shootings in China because you can't own firearms in China.
Do you know that the most popular porn category in America right now
Wait, so he admits it then, that the guns are what makes it happen?
Incest?
I had no idea, no.
Isn't that insane?
Why? Why is that the case?
Tonight, leggings, shapewear, and handbags came down the runway. But this is no ordinary fashion show.
Discreetly designed so no one can tell that you have a weapon.
The
Nice.
concealed carry fashion
Is that
show
a gun in your
targets what
pocket,
the
or are you
NRA
just happy
calls
to
its
see me?
fastest growing demographic, women.
I don't understand. What's he even showing here? She has a purse with a gun in it? Why not use actual guns? Why not? You're gonna be walking around everywhere else with an actual gun. May as well actually do it here, right? No loaded weapons are allowed? They've banned guns at the gun convention, so they don't even believe in their own product or in the safety of it. But the guy was standing before screaming, saying no one from the NRA has ever done a shooting. Oh no, what's happening here? Salam alaikum, Chrono Shifter X. What up, dude? How are they gonna protect themselves from the libtards if they show up with guns? Bop, 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 bop. Well, that was beautiful fashion. It was like 21 kids or something? 20? Crazy. Oh God.
Alright, we just arrived in Uvalde, Texas, which, as most people
Bruce,
know,
Uganda,
is the
5 months prime.
site
Welcome back,
of
dude.
The most recent mass shooting that took place around a week ago, where 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary School. This is the Wendy's where the shooter worked. Apparently he used to work the graveyard shift at the drive-through window until about 2.5 weeks ago. He quit abruptly once he had saved up about $4,000, which was enough to buy 2 assault rifles, ammunition, and a bulletproof vest.
What? Geez. So, like, what was? Why did he do all of this? Do they know? I haven't really read in too much to any motivation. I mean, that seems like he was under several weeks. He knew exactly what he wanted to do.
School shooter picked up the guns.
How fucked up in the head you gotta be to decide to shoot kids? I don't understand. I can't wrap my brain around the concept.
This is where the
insanity.
shooter drove his pickup truck through a guardrail and crashed out, like right here. Got out of the car, went over to the funeral home here, shot at a few people, but then
he quoted bullying and DMs to a friend as a factor. Huh. I don't understand. If someone snaps and they kill like someone who bullied them during years, at least I can sort of understand where they're coming from. But like the logic of like shooting random kids because you're upset at someone else.
didn't hit anybody. Then he walked over into this building, and that was the site of all this.
All it takes is one bad day.
You go to sleep seeing their faces. You wake up seeing their faces. What can we tell them? We don't want to scare them. And the other poor little innocents.
Imagine going to this school. How are you ever going to fucking dare to go back here? How are you going to dare sending your kids back to this school?
You know, their parents were going crazy looking for them. I'm sure they're in a lot of pain.
You don't.
And my husband was here getting the mail.
I'm assuming they haven't opened up the school yet, or what?
Shots, but it was. He's having a hard time because he just wished he could have done something to prevent it. Our community will never be the same.
It was the last week of school.
Le hacemos a él mentiroso y su palabra no está en nosotros. Amen.
Amen.
She loved Guns N' Roses. She loved that song, Sweet Child of Mine.
She's a beautiful little girl. I liked her song. That was her favorite song. She loved Guns N' Roses, and she would.
Look at the absolute empathy on the face of this woman. It's quite sweet, I think. Iritas, 31 months. Welcome back.
She would dance around her room singing "Sweet Child of Mine."
I love this country, and I'm so grateful for everything it's given me and all the opportunity that I recognize I wouldn't have if I was somewhere else.
Ass of America.
That's not lost on me. And at the same time, this should encourage us to want to be better, and we're not.
Think AR should be banned?
Fuck yes. There's absolutely no reason for that.
Mind you, I have a pistol, but I don't think that a semi-automatic weapon is necessary in our country. I just don't see the need. I don't see the purpose. I think in this case,
I'm not a big gun knower exactly. Semi-automatic. What is that, like a burst mode? Is that how they work?
The bodies.
No, wait. Semi-automatic. It's like almost like the SKS or something, right? You can go like dung 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 like that, right? Dung dung dung. Ah, that's semi. Every time you click it, it shoots. So you can click it fast. I think that's what the Vegas guy did. He used special hand barrels. So a pistol, yeah, but it's a rifle. He used a thing that allowed him to click it really, really fast. So it almost became automatic. Bump stock, right?
children were shredded as a result of that. What do we need that for? I don't understand it.
They say that like having those high capacity
Pistol is
assault rifles are the
semi-automatic.
final line of defense against a tyrannical government.
Oh, please. I think we're already facing a tyrannical government when we have things like this happen. Well, there's no excuse for this. I don't care what they say. They're wrong.
Unless it happens to one of their own, then they're not going to do anything.
True. Hey, Forsen, that's fucked up.
He's a sorry person.
You guys stop
for
fucking subbing here. This,
position that he holds.
they're all
I'm
just
sorry,
bad.
But it is, that's the truth. But we're not supposed to say anything? If he can say what
39
he wants,
Matt,
I can say what
22
I
months. Welcome back, dude.
They
I
just
appreciate
rushed
it.
in. That's their job. What, almost an hour before they decided to do anything? No, that's unheard of. It really is.
Breaking news in the investigation to the school shooting tonight. Texas DPS is telling us the Uvalde CISD police chief has not been cooperating with investigators. On Friday, DPS Director Steve McGraw said the school district police chief was the incident commander at Robb Elementary School who made the call to wait to take down the gunman.
If they had, they would probably save several of those lives. It's ridiculous.
This is fucking bullshit. Like, this is preventable, and this is absolutely unacceptable. When we talk about how great this country is, this is unacceptable.
Unfortunately, like so many things, in a couple of more months it'll blow over like this never happened, you know?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think this is going to blow over.
I think so.
Then the audacity of the people that went to the NRA convention in Houston, for them to say that they don't need to make any changes. What's wrong with them?
What is wrong with them?